field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
There, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
This is a team that really prides.
And long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. Touchdown, Georgia. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Throws for the tight end. Got it, looking for a first. Oh, he's got some, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
In the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
And not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week.
Rhythm right now.
And the Demon Deacons are in a mess here on 3rd and a deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running.
Touchdown Bulls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focus focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now, that's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. Bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Complete downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. This will be a successful drive. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And now just 1 point away from a tie.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th.
Right now, he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown.
Touchdown, Wake Forest. They strike first here in overtime.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, USA! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has
Setting up 4th.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Smashes it between the uprights. And they go back on top. On 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. It is perfect.
aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Trying to pound it in. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Trying to pound it in. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's into the end zone for the two, and now they lead by 2. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Inside the 20. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Boise State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a wide open receiver. He's loose on the right. Touchdown Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Fit it in the window for the score.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. First and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Got some room under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Doors.
team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end.
And try for 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Field goal is good. This is now a 7-point game.
Getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. Darnell on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. First down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's back. Firing to the right, complete. It's a fumble on the play. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? You guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start.
Defense stuffing him at the line of scrimmage.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is even bigger.
And bowing their necks for this defense.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this?
Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. Right down the gut of the field. crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Finds a little space. There he goes! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go. Martin back to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Terrapins! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra
Into the ground.
Martin will throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Maryland! They move on top here in the 4th. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
A little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Middleton. Touchdown, Falcons! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the point after is good. No period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. They go to the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, SMU! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
What's going to happen? Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Second and 8. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
For anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Motion from the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
And I I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And third down conversion, and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's caught. It's Belling. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Sparty. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
But he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan State. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sparty. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the...
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown,
as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Where the strong come through. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that. Stop them again on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moves. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Boston College. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he makes the extra point. Field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright.
You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. Earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Clegg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Bring in the heat. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Wow, that was so good defensively.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Full completion deep for the offense. That should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes it on the run. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish your first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards.
Going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Under fire. It's complete. Touchdown, Wyoming. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Full attempt. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th. On the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. From a play-calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Gotta find a completion on this one. Makes the grab. It's Holman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. us off.
Play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. First half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown Gamecocks!
Think about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He got it. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many.
Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. Today, an in-state battle between 2 teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see, a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Back to throw, it's McCown. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball...
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And they will score. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. It's a timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game. Perfect time right there.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied.
How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end, or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Redhawks.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here's a heat. He's got it at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space.
Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead page. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Aggie. All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Did an incredible job.
Looking for space, it's Moss. At the 45, on his way. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie! And the route is on.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics. But there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Forward now, it's getting down to Cases, 3rd and goal. Williams will pass. Touchdown, Washington! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Pick up at all on that play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the touch hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Time to gain. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting